Alright, so I've been asked about what my build is now, over 400 hours later into Nioh 3, and what I play with so that I'm enjoying myself. So I'll just show you real quick. Let's get into the skill management first. So here are my common skills. Powerful Shift, Supreme Carry, Enhanced Style Shift, Enduring Vigor, Style Shift Flow, Spirit Ascension, and Pure Heaven Cursed Earth, and I'll give you the rationale for it. Powerful Shift is just nice to get extra ki back when I'm switching in between the styles and I've run out of ki. I like it for that purpose. Supreme Parry, well, truth be told, there weren't many other options that I was super interested in, and I figured, hey, a little extra life for some sustain, I'll take it. Enhanced Style Shift is very nice because I don't have to worry about any downtime when I'm playing with one style over the other. It's just, I can quickly go into the super modes, if you will, for each of the styles. And since I'm close to enemies anyway, it works out that I perform the little hits. Enduring Vigor, again, I'm a big fan of having ki, so I'm gonna get something that helps me maintain my ki. Anything that helps with sustain and sustain pressure and like lots of attacks and stuff like that, that's what I'm gonna go for. Style Shift Flow is arguably the most important. Just the fact that I can cancel attacks pretty much at will is awesome. So this really makes everything work really well. I can burst break pretty much when I want. I can get these buffs when I want, get some life back, and yeah, and get some ki back potentially. So having this option is huge. Spirit Ascension, truth be told, I picked it because I didn't know what else to get. And for the most part, I picked this out of all the other options because I do use Living Artifact more frequently. So I use Guardian Spirit skills a lot. Hey, why not? Might as well. And then this is for quality of life because purifying yokai pools can be somewhat irritating at times. So not having to worry about being in specific spots is very nice. Let's move on to Samurai style. A lot of this stuff is largely the same compared to my last build video. A couple of changes since then. Oppressive Strength is just super handy because I get Hyper Armor basically the entire time Arts Proficiency is active, provided I'm doing the things that sustain Arts Proficiency in the first place. In the spirit of making Arts Proficiency something I want to stay in, I take less damage, which helps me learn quite a lot because I'm not constantly being punished for every permutation of a mistake I make, at least not with a restart, which is pretty nice. Recoup I like a lot because, hey, keep pulse on guard. I like that from Nioh 2. And being able to do that at all times in Samurai style is just super cool. I don't need to get ultimate strength from Nioh 2, I just have this. One big change involves invigorating arts. I'll talk a little bit more about the interaction later, but basically I get a ton of Amrita anytime I'm doing strong attacks or martial arts while Arts Proficiency is active. And this translates to an incredible amount of sustain. I get so much life back, which I'll explain when I get to my gear. Ki Pulse Mastery. Cool, I get 10% extra ki. I'll take it. I've been testing out Purify Yokai Realm Earth for a ki recovery buff, since that's one thing I really want for Samurai style, and this is at least one way to get it. And then Ki Pulse on Dodge. Pretty cool. One alternative I have considered has been Expansive Deflect. I'll probably get this at some point when I have enough sustain on my equipment compared to Samurai style. And then, yeah, I'll be using this more often. I have also tried things like Ki Pulse Man, which works pretty well with Frost Moon Humanity. But it's very tight to pull it off. For Ninja style, I think pretty much everything is the same from last time. So Supreme Shift, do a burst break, get behind an enemy for big damage, which is cool. Get some life back when I attack from behind, which is kind of nice. Be able to purify the yokai realms with a mist, I like that. Scampus, because it's Scampus and it's absolute god tier thing. Hollow Form is nice, so I can have extra ki regen properties in Ninja style. Evil Dispelling Evade is also nice, just to purify more yokai realms. Throw a little shuriken, because why not? It's helpful. And then Ninjutsu Link is hilarious now with the ninjutsu that I do have. So let me transition this to the Guardian Spirits before I start going to what I have in ninja style. So the Guardian Spirits are the same. I'm still using Kongo Jishi in Samurai style. It's less to do with any of these. I mean, they're cool. Taking less damage while attacking is great for me. But by and large, the main reason is because I like the flexibility of this Guardian Spirit skill. And at the same time, I like this. I just like the big ball of wind and fire. It looks cool. So it's handy. It helps me with lots of setups. But ninja style, I've retained Enko. I very much do like both of the Guardian Spirit summon and the skill. The summon feels very satisfying for me. And I like the kick and its ability to be used in midair as well. It's very fast. Even though it's short range, it's still very handy. So with the ninja style Guardian Spirit, I might as well talk about the ninjutsu that I have swapped over to. So Pinwheel Shuriken is still there. Cicada Shell, I think I still have maintained. But the latest one I've been using is the Enhanced Shrapnel Bomb. Just big bombs to absolutely destroy everything. So, paired with Ninjutsu Link, if I kill an enemy, I get my big bomb back, which then I can just keep throwing at like weaker enemies, and it's just big explosions everywhere. It's also for me pretty fun to incorporate with Enko. So I kind of have like this routine that I use where if an enemy is out of key, I will usually cycle like Enko with pinwheel shurikens and enhanced shrapnel bombs for like super huge burst damage. It's pretty cool. Stat wise, here we go, 40 in all stats basically. Now let's get on to my gear actually, because I think there's some important stuff. So a lot of my sustain comes from basically two attributes, or two special effects. One is of course life recovery and Amrita absorption, which is incredibly important. I have like 36 on ninja style, and I think the same on samurai style. But for that, I also have gain Amrita on strong attack. This total effect value, it could be 1, it could be a million, it doesn't matter. All that is important is that anytime I'm performing a strong attack, I am getting some life. I'm getting some of those Amrita orbs. And then, usually with Invigorating Arts from Samurai style, what will happen is that there's so many of the Amrita orbs coming out that I just can regenerate my life almost effectively to full. And even if not, I get some Amrita which I can use for a whole sort of benefit, for all sorts of benefits. So let me bring out what those benefits are for ninja style first. I get Pleiades, so I can boost my gauge rate anytime I absorb Amrita. And again, anytime I perform a strong attack, I will get this. But that's not all. Let's see. My luck goes up, which I guess is nice for loot. There's more. I take less damage as well. And on top of that, I move faster. Now, the set that I'm using, Quick-Witted Courage, further expands upon that. Increase my damage dealt. And then the real reason I got this was so that I could have faster key recovery. So anytime I use a strong attack in ninja style and I absorb Amrita, I get 6 different buffs. 6 of them. Samurai style has, and for that, that's also transitions to Samurai style, where I get the same aforementioned buffs before, excluding faster key recovery, unfortunately. I did pick Sword of Misfortune specifically so I could get this buff, so that at least things were equal between Samurai style and Ninja style. Beyond that, I think the accessories are pretty helpful, so I got increased Spirit Force Deflect, plus 14, you can see the total value I have is 18, I got like 4 on my gear or something. And then for quality of life, I got Lightning Oromori because I hate being slowed down. So there's that. And then back to ninja style, I happened to get a Shaman's Queen necklace with Cicada Shell stock, which I haven't used Cicada Shell all that much recently. So I might at some point reconsider Cicada Shell and put in something else. I'm not sure yet though. But yeah, so like how I had Spirit Force on Deflect, I also have Spirit Force on Evade, which is pretty nice. So plus 18. So all this kind of just pans out to really help me kick butt and get a lot of life back, attack a lot, have a reasonable amount of power for the way that I play. So it can get pretty cool. I think other than that, I don't really... And I can just show which... Here, let me disable the chat box real quick. And just show you the things I picked for each of these. So I just picked the stuff I found useful. I will say, let's see, which ones actually really matter to me? Not this one. No. I guess stealth. I don't care about this one. I guess it's nice to have extra key damage. I mean, it's only a couple of percent. I mean, that's not bad, but it's not like the biggest deal to me either. A little more damage here and there, since my damage is a bit crap. Spirit Force, I might change the Spirit Force, I don't know. It's like not stuff I really focus on. I think arguably the most important one to get for me has been the Spirit Force bonus on a ninjutsu hit. Because with my Pinwheel Shuriken and with my enhanced shrapnel bombs, especially on bigger bosses, I get so much Spirit Force back. It's ridiculous how much I can regain. So this definitely helps with my offensive output in ninja style. Out of all of the things in these titles, I would 100% recommend you get this one and max it out. It is really good. Aside from that, what else? What am I missing? Probably my clan stuff. I don't think my clan stuff has changed since last time. Yeah, here you go. You can just see what I got. Faster winded recovery because I want to stay in the action. And then life recovery, Amrita absorption from Toyotomi clan. And like that's what I've been using these days. And then I've just been leveling up other clans because why the heck not? I think that's everything. It allows me to use every... Oh yeah, I did change my soul cores. I almost completely forgot. Very slightly. I've retained New Peppo. You can see the stats that I have on here. And then I recently changed to Otoroshi because me using Blood Edge Demon had no real value. I stopped using consumables altogether. I don't even use the soul cores. I just have them equipped for the stats. And this is going to sound kind of cheesy as usual, but I picked it because it has life recovery and yokai roam, and I just don't want to have to roll for that stat on my accessories. So I just have it here. So New Peppo gives me 12 life recovery. Toyotomi gives me 13, so that's 25 out of like the 36, and then the rest of it I think is just on equipment. So it's not that difficult to get. And yeah, life recovery, yokai realm. I got increased damage critical, but yeah, it's just anything to help me sustain a good amount of offensive potential that to me feels more earned rather than anything else. So yeah, there you go. There's here, I'll just show you the special effects for each style so you can just see. Nothing too wild. Oh, I guess I have auto life recovery on deflect, courtesy of my gear. I didn't put too much thought into the gear beyond just the Amrita absorption buffs for sure. So those are the most important things. The gain Amrita and strong attack is very important so that I can absorb it and then get up to 6 buffs. And like, I think that's pretty much it. And that way I just don't die as often, and I can just be a lot more offensive, which just helps me learn and appreciate the game at large. All this stuff is in service of just me being able to learn the game in the way that I like. That's it. Beyond that, there's no secret sauce. So yeah, I hope that was informative. Enjoy!